Hey, Kelly. Hey, take another. Hey, Lou, Vanna, Farrell, Roxanne, Tropical, Barbara, GSD. At work. Yeah. Am I tired? Always. Always tired. Is it going? Yeah. I don't know. Today just felt shitty. I don't know. Like, work is never fun, but I don't know. Today just felt shittier than usual somehow. I don't know. Hey, trailer. Don't like anybody in my life. How do I change them? Burn them all. What am I making you for dinner? My butt. You can eat my butt. Weird hours. No, no, it's not that. It's just like live chats are just constant. Live chats are constant, and there were a couple of live chats where the customers were a bit irritating to me. No, thanks, Tropical. I try. Do I sleep well? Never in my life. Yeah, I mean, sleeping well is just not something that I've ever really done, honestly. Benadryl. Yeah. Well, thanks, Tropical. I try, I guess. No, I do not like eggs at all. I mean, obviously they're fine and like as part of a cake, but or honestly, like spaghetti carbonara. Spaghetti carbonara is good, and that's just spaghetti tossed in egg. So I actually do like that, but for the most part, no. I generally no, I don't like eggs. What I had for dinner? Your butt. I ate your butt for dinner. It's one thing I know how to cook. There's a few years ago, there was a comic that ended with the protagonist who is both superhero and king. Hey, Crystal. Yeah, the a few years back there was a series for a character named Black Bolt, who is a superhero but also a king. And that series ended with a supervillain teaching him how to cook eggs. Under the logic, everyone should at least know how to fry an egg. Unbecoming, you mean, Crystal? What do you think about it? Is there a close to bad? I don't think so. I don't think it's too bad right now. Yeah, what did you think about it, Crystal? 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10? Yeah. Wow. I really enjoy. I don't know what it was. Like, it just I really enjoyed that one. It just really hit for me. I think I seem to have enjoyed it a lot more than a lot of people did. Yeah, I gave it like 5 out of 5. Egg salad. Any other recommendations? Um, I mean anything that's on my channel. Any of the books I've talked about on my channel. So, Forest of a Thousand Lanterns, Six Crimson Swans or Cranes, Six Crimson Cranes. Chapter 10 of Unbecoming. How are you enjoying it so far, Kelly? What do I put on my toast? I don't really. Great insight. Enjoyed my analysis. Here's the thing. A lot of my insights are stolen from other people. I will note that. I do tend to. I like reading what other people think of things. So a fair bit of the time, like a lot of the time, is not necessarily something I come up with myself. It's just I'll see people saying something and I'll be like, shit, that's a really good point. I mean, other times I'll just starting to get really good. Yeah. Other times I'll see somebody say something and be like, that is fucking nonsense. What the hell were you thinking? The hell were you watching? West Coast? Not a lot that I'd really want to do out there, but yeah, for Crystal and Kelly, what do you think of the what do you think about the sections as new computer? I I don't use it as much as I should. I need to get more stuff. I need to transfer files onto it and really start using it. Yeah, for Kelly and Crystal, how did you what do you think about like the antique restoration sections? Like where like the those long sections that are just talking about restoring antiques and stuff. What do you think of British Columbia? Expensive. BC is expensive. I don't love my boyfriend because he's poor. Fair. So really, that's part of what brought my score up. I love antique restoration. I don't care about antique restoration. Genuinely, it's not something that I have any interest in. But the fact that the writer was clearly so interested in it, so passionate about it, like it was just like, hell yeah, tell me more. Okay, let's get back on track here. I mean, I think you know what it is. I think there's this idea that stories need to be plot, 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 plot. Find a wealthy boyfriend, low standards, or girlfriend, I don't care. Like there is this idea that stories just need to be all plot all the time. If it's not contributing to the plot, then why is it in there? But like, man. Sometimes just sometimes just reading about whaling is cool. Like everybody hates Moby Dick because it spends so much time just talking about whaling. Meanwhile, I remember reading Moby Dick and being totally into it because it's all about whaling, which I don't care about, but but Hemingway cared about it. Cat doesn't pay me any rent. Should I smack him around until he cuffs us down? No, don't hit your cat. Felt the same way about Maya Angelou. I've never read any Maya Angelou myself. I haven't read anything she's read or written. I probably should. Just never have. She talked about her love of canned pineapples, and I know why Cage Bird sings. Oh, beautiful, passionate, fondest memory of Timbit. I don't know. Just having her in my lap and petting her while she was in my lap and just like snuggling up with me. One of my favorite memories of her, actually, when she was still pretty young. Like, not long after we first got her, when Chantal and I were still living in an apartment on, was that the Brookdale apartment? No, that would have been, no, that would have been the apartment on Laughlin. When Chantal and I were living in an apartment, I think in Laughlin, I believe. Might have been Brookdale. But anyway, when we were living in an apartment together in Cornwall, back when we were still dating and everything. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Amanda. So not when she was still pretty young. Um, we used to occasionally get their delicacy because she didn't have a lot of money, so she would pick small pieces off, save her every bite, and describe it in detail, pages upon pages. That does sound good. That does sound interesting. Oh, thanks, Roxanne. Anyway, so yeah, it was, right. So we used to like buy some. We used to buy soda back then. Like we would buy cans of soda, in the boxes. Like we buy like 12 packs. There's 12 packs of soda, and like the long and like sort of the longer boxes. And sometimes sort of like the wider box as well, depending on what the soda. Anyway, so like we would just like sort of occasionally, like we were lazy, so occasionally like before we broke them down, we would just sort of have them sitting in the corner in the hallway. Um, I'm not serious, but I am very poor. Fair, Vanna, fair. Hey, Nadia. So yeah, uh, this one time I was sitting on the couch, which had a view, like where I was sitting on the couch, like where I was sitting, I had a view down the hallway, like all the way down the hallway of the apartment. And the cats were running around a bit, chasing each other. Casey was chasing Timbit. And sort of they ran sort of past the hallway. And all of a sudden, Casey just like tries to stop. But like it was a like tile floor. So Casey just tries to stop and she just skids and I just hear she just slams into the cardboard boxes. It's just and then Timbit just sort of pokes her head around the corner. So like it was one of those things, it was a fucking cartoon moment. You can visualize that? Yeah, it was so good. It was absolutely out of a cartoon. Just the way Casey like tried to stop but couldn't because of the tile floor. I send you my P.O. box. Will you send me a box of Slim Jims? Nope. Hey, Billy. There's another time. Casey was always a copycat. Like, Casey was always such a copycat. So there's one, like, Timbit, when she was young, like, really liked going into the soda boxes. Pen pals? Yeah, we're pen pals on here, trailer. I mean, you can email me if you want. It's fine. Anyway, so she used to like, hey Squishy, she used to like really like going into the soda boxes. Casey, not so much back then. But this one time, Casey started poking her head into one of the soda boxes. Yeah, like she was like, they were called thick gems. Would you send me a box? No. So yeah, Casey like started poking her head, and Timbit just pops up out of nowhere and smacks the box away from her. Like, my box, bitch! Do I miss Casey? Of course not. What would you appreciate hearing in an email I've composed for and dressed because it don't feel complete? I mean, if you want to send me an email, just send me whatever. I don't care. Because she was annoying. She was such a licky cat, and her wet nose rubbing. I mean, Casey sucked. Anyway, Slim Jims on the girthy side or the slender side. I don't eat Slim Jims. Hey, Ghostface. I've never had a Slim Jim, and I don't think I'll ever bother. I'm trying to think of some other funny moments. There was one time Chantal and I we were on our way out. Doesn't matter where we were going, but we got out, but we had forgotten something. We had forgotten something in the apartment. So like we left the apartment locked up. We were sort of a little ways down the hall, and then remembered that we had forgotten something. So we walked back in, and at that time we had been trying to keep the cats off the dining room table. Hey, zombie. Obviously, hard to do. But we had been trying to keep them off the dining room table. So we walked back in. We had been gone for all of 15 seconds. We walked back in, both cats sitting on the living room table. Timbit just sitting there like, oh, hey, you guys are back. What's up? And then Casey looking very Chantal's member. I'm glad you enjoyed Ghostface. Yeah, Casey looking all guilty. Casey looked so guilty about it. While Timbit did not look the least bit guilty at all. Lots of people that declaw their cats. I find that to be cruel. It is cruel and inhumane to do to the cats. It sucks that cats claw shit up, but declawing them is not okay. Declaw, white claw. Declaw those people. Yeah. Let's try pulling your fingernail off. See how you'd like it. So let's not talk about pulling out fingernails. That's just yeah. But that was sort of a thing. Casey always had like a very guilty face. You declaw White Cloth and you send up with seltzer water. That's on Kanye West. He's an asshole. He is, as President Obama noted, a jackass. I still find that hilarious. When the President of the United States, when the President of the United States is actually calling you a jackass, that's gotta hurt. Maybe not when Trump did it, because who fucking cares about Trump? He was an asshole. Trump was just a fucking just random celebrity asshole anyway. Isn't he bipolar? Doesn't matter. He's still an asshole. Yeah, he did say that no name. He did. Obama did call Kanye a jackass. It was like the night after that MTV award or MTV or whatever it was. It was the night after that award show where Kanye stole the microphone from Taylor Swift to praise Beyonce. It was like the night after that. Obama was like doing like some interview, and they weren't on camera yet. Like it wasn't on. Like the camera was like he was getting ready, so like the mic was being hooked up, and I don't said your name yet. I did truly. What do I think of Michelle Obama? She seems cool. So yeah, he was getting ready for it, and like it just happened to be, I guess, just sort of like a hot mic, and so the clip came out where it's like he's talking about. I was like, he's just a jackass. And it's like, God damn. Who's the one that's at the bottom? I don't think Trump actually said Obama's from Kenya. He just went on and on and on about Obama's birth certificate. I don't think he actually ever speculated about where Obama was actually from, as far as I can recall. But he did claim that Obama wasn't from the U.S., wasn't born in the U.S. A very a really a story about that really encapsulates Trump's character. Trump called Fox News, saying that he had sent a private detective to Hawaii to investigate Obama's birth certificate thing, and he said that what his detective found was massive. It was huge reveal, huge information, and I'll have that for you in a couple weeks. You'll find that in a couple weeks. And that was it. He just made shit up and then was like promised to reveal something in 2 weeks. That was always his thing. In 2 weeks. Hey, Northern Lights. Or I think somewhere Gaddafi. Gaddafi was pretty awful, yo mama. Or I think sometimes he'd be like, oh, you'll find out Tuesday. You'll find out next Tuesday. You'll find out, he would But yeah, I think it was usually like a perennial 2 weeks. An eternal 2 weeks from now. And then he just never would. You'll have your answer in 2 weeks. And then no answer would come. Because he had made the shit up to begin with. Yeah, like the big one to me was like one of the big ones to me was what my investigator found. It's huge. And I'll have all those details for you in 2 weeks. And then just watch the Obama calls Kanye jackass. Like I said, that had to hurt. Especially the first black president. Why is the best like the Caribbean islands? Why is my hometown? Hey, Jenna. Dreamt I woke up to watch you live and was chatting and I'm sick. I'm here. So when I really woke up, I was confused. That is the worst when you dream of being awake. Like the worst one, like when you dream about getting out of bed and getting ready for the day, and then you wake up and realize, fuck, I still have to do that. No, Triller Swift. I never set a deadline for when I wear it. I always say something like one of these days or something. Remember when cereal boxes came with gifts? Yep. Toys were the best part. Promise a date? No. Weird on a date with us. I'm here early because I went to bed at 6:30. Oof. That is early. I barely started my shift. Too many kids swallowed the gifts. Natural selection at work. Hudson Zion Williams paying a porn star 100K. Good for him supporting the arts. Into another fashion show? I mean, probably not. I don't have a reason to. I don't have, there's no one who would bring me or, so, yeah, I don't have a reason to attend a fashion show. Victoria's Secret fashion show? Why? Homophobes, yo mama? Like, do you mean all the homophobes trying to boycott Target because they're homophobic assholes? Hey, Bankruptcy. Hey, King Arjun. Homophobes trying to boycott Target because they're homophobic assholes? Hey, Bankruptcy. Hey, King Arjun. I know Victoria's. Yeah. Victoria's sitting on her secret. Because boobs. I can look at boobs on the internet anytime, Jenna. I can see boobs on the internet without even meaning to. Literally almost never get a girl match on dating sites. If it makes you feel better, Vanna, I also never get a girl match on dating sites. These are human boobs. So are the boobs on the women on the internet. I mean, except for the cartoon boobs, but those can be even, sometimes cartoon boobs can be pretty great too. Online dating is a scam. I will say, online dating is a lot harder for guys just because the ratio of men to women is really skewed. A lot more guys than girls, which makes it a lot harder for the guys. Not that it's easy for the women because they have to wade through so many fucking perverts and assholes and would be nice guys. Girls in high school kind of liked me. Yeah, even in high school, girls didn't really like me. A couple, but women on dating sites have options. It's just none of the options are good, while men on dating sites just don't have options. So it's hard for both sides. Whereas online dating is only good for hookups. Yeah. I mean, it also depends a little bit on where you are, like where you live. Like online dating here in Cornwall, not great. Would I like me on a site, or is the blonde hair really detergent turned? I don't know, Jenna. I'd probably swipe yes, whichever way yes is. Right? Is it right? Or is it left? Which is good? Do you swipe left for like or right for like? It's my age range. Um, I think I usually put in like like something like 28 to 4. I think I usually put in like 28 to 48 or something like that. But realistically, I'm looking for like within 5 years, within like, within about 5 years in either direction. Want to reach the same box of White Claws as someone we have a meet cute long term? I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I'm not really looking for anything right now. Did I raw dog it on the first date? No. Did I hair plump? No. God, no, Billy. No. I would swipe yes, but I don't know. We gotta change the name. I like talking to some strangers on Omegle. They didn't even make me. I took it down. No name. I deleted it because it. Have I ever been catfished? Yes. Once. This is years ago when I was living in Cornwall. I think a little after I graduated college and moved back to Cornwall, or not moved back, but yeah, I think a little bit after I finished college. So I think maybe it might have been when I was working at Walmart. I was talking to this woman on Plenty of Fish, and we agreed to meet up for dinner. So I went down to the restaurant, and she never showed. Would I date someone with kids? I don't think so, Crystal. Um, so when I got home, I actually messaged her like, hey, so what happened? Not mad, just like I actually just feel like I'm like I yeah. I was pretty sure. Like when she didn't show up, I was pretty sure that you know she was just kind of like that. She was just trolling that she had played me. That's good. No, no, I am pretty sure that she. Hey, Frida. I'm pretty sure that she just that she nothing really. Like I messaged her and she never responded. Like I'm pretty sure like that was like the whole thing that she was like, I tricked this person. Like I'm guessing that was the whole thing. I mean, hell, she may not even have been. Yeah, she may not even have been real. But yeah, I'm pretty sure the whole thing was just trolling, basically being ghosted. Well, fine then, Crystal. So yeah, I mean, by the time I got home, I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that was a trick. Yeah, I was pretty calm. Like I was pretty sure even before, like even yeah, like 10 minutes after eh, she was okay looking. Like I'm like after like when she was 10 minutes late, or like by the time she was 10 minutes late, I was like, yeah, I'm guessing that this was a trick. I'm guessing this is a trick, and that if I message her, I will get no response. So got home, you know, I waited I waited a pretty good time. I waited, I think, like I might have waited like a full half hour. It's not like I had anything to do. Um, so when I got home, I tried messaging her, and yeah, I was polite about it. I was, didn't want to be didn't want to be one of those assholes who starts yelling at the woman. So yeah, I messaged her, was polite about it. I got a 90-day fiance made 6 trips to Ukraine to meet someone. They stood him up 6 times. Jeez. That was nice. A couple reasons. First of all, I'm a nice guy. Second of all, I mean, if she was a real, if she was a fake person, like if she was just trying to trick me, then yelling at her would have been what she was hoping for, would have been entertainment for her. If she was a real person and, it was just, there was always a possibility that she's testing to see how nice I actually am. Like there's that's always a possibility. FaceTime? No, never FaceTime. Yeah, there's always a possibility. It's like, hey, let's see what he does if he gets stood up. Let's see if he's an asshole about it. No one stands up Jenna. No one makes her look like an idiot. I give second chances. I'll confess, I'm not big on second chances. If someone pisses me off, that's I retired from dating. I mean, semi-retired, I guess. But yeah, if somebody pisses me off, I do tend to just be like, yeah, fuck you forever then. Met some really nice people. I'm dating it. Don't give up. I mean, I've given up because hey, Anna, I like the reason I've given up, Billy, is because I don't really have the mental and emotional bandwidth to put in any effort right now. Women can meet a guy instantly online. A nice guy, like a decent guy, they can meet tons of guys. Can they meet a guy who's actually worth dating? Like that's what I was saying earlier. Like for guys, because of the ratio of men to women, because there's so many more men on dating sites than women, um, it's hard for a man to match with a woman. Like it's harder for a man to match with a woman. So a woman will find an easier time finding guys, but the guys they find are going to be a lot of perverts and assholes. Oh, public place always. Always got to be a public place. Good night, Roxanne. Be in the mood for a relationship. Yeah. Mods are ready to commit crimes. When are they not, Jenna? When are my mods not ready to commit crimes? I feel like that's just the default for you. Have a good experience on that date? I mean, I've had a couple. They didn't go anywhere. Like I've had a couple dates. They didn't really go anywhere, but you know, they were fine. They were fun. They were fine. It was was what it was. Men also encounter a lot of fake profiles and bots. Yeah. I like to cut to the chase and meet at their apartment on the deserted side of town. My partner and I met on Tinder, so I can't hate on apps. I have this thing in my small hometown for seniors, the senior dance off, for senior people go to hook up. Yep. Seniors do love their hookups. Oranges. Maybe she's unconscious in a ditch somewhere. She better be. Okay. Is YouTube a dating site? No. No, YouTube is not a dating site. Small hangout live streams like this and Chantel's, yep. Grab live streams to make me clutch bug. Yeah. Chantel's live streams got really crowded for a while. I think a big part of why Chantel switched to member, like the reason Chantel, or one of the reasons Chantel switched to members only streams was because of just how busy they were beforehand. Though the bigger reason was because she had just so many trolls in there. Chantel wanted me back, would I take her? Nah, we wouldn't. There's no dating. Like, we're not going to be dating again. When can we do the Barbie movie group? Officer pancakes? I like pancakes. I'll take pancakes. Have I ever tasted my orgasm? No. Friends with benefits, benefits with friends. If I start taking keeps and I don't have hair loss, do you think I can turn myself into a wolf man? It's worth a try. Friends don't come with benefits. They used to, but it's friends used to come with benefits, but it's the economy, gig economy. Um, it's all part-time friends now, and then part-time friends don't come with benefits. Yeah, it's rough out there. Hey, lipstick. Staring at women is cheating? No. Looking at other women is not cheating. Or looking at other people is not cheating. When I was a kid, I had friends I could eat their junk food. Now I can buy my own. What about talking? What about talking? Is that? I mean, that's because I've got depression GSD. Hey, Glitch. Like, I'm sad because I have depression. Emotional cheating is cheating. Sure. But it depends. Porn is gross. Yeah, it depends on the porn. Go to my local YMCA. Talk group. Um, Another famous Canadian YouTuber. Favorite Karen. She's known as that vegan teacher. Hi, me from Iowa. Yeah, Tropical, go to your YMCA and talk to girls. I'm not quite sure you know what a YMCA is. Like, I'm not sure you know what the M is in YMCA. If you we have that state. Still waiting for a live where we get to swipe left. Young Marines. YMCA has a jamming community center, I guess, as well. Does Cornwall even have a YMCA? Matriarchy. Yeah, we do have YMCA. Or no, it's not a. No, that's UK. Actually, come to think of it, I'm also not sure you know what. I'm also not sure you follow what the Y in YMCA is. Like not. I mean, just saying, it's not sure that a not sure that a YMCA is the right place for me to go meet women. But really big morning young men. Went to a local rec center and a guy waited for me to go to the bathroom so he could show me where it was. And I think I love him more than anyone I've dated. What do I think of Gordon Ramsay? I don't know. I rarely think of him. He's not someone that I really think about. Just farted. Nice, Rita. As of filming for Kitchen Nightmares. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like Gordon Ramsay is probably better when he's being more authentic. Um, like the shit he does on Kitchen Nightmares is performative. Just the facts. Like that shit where he's like yelling at the staff, and especially when he's doing it like in front of people and in front of customers. When he starts yelling at the manager in front of all the customers, it's performative. He's putting on a show. It's for drama. I love yelling at people. It's worse than Hell's Kitchen. Yeah, same thing. He's playing it up for drama. I'm not sure if either of those shows are like American. Like I don't know if either of them are like UK based or American based. If they're American based, then even more, it's just playing shit up for drama because reality TV in the US has no fucking interest in reality. Like that he makes his kids fly coach. Yeah. And I mean, it's not that kitchens aren't horribly abusive workplaces. It's from what I understand, it's actually pretty common for chefs to yell at their chef, to yell at the staff. UK version was uncensored and a lot more swearing, but he's actually a lot calmer than the American version. Yeah. That makes sense, Noni. Yeah. That makes sense. UK tends to be a lot less precious about profanity than the US is. While also, it also lets him be, he's more authentic. In the US, yeah, they want maximum drama. Dungeons Dragons, yeah. He tells his kids that he and his wife are rich. Nothing. I mean, fair. Teach him a little bit, like Like, I mean, making the flight coach, it's going to make them appreciate what regular people go through, I guess. Yeah, that's probably the thinking behind it. I suspect that's probably the thinking behind it. Expose them to the working man. But yeah, U.S. reality TV has no bearing on reality. Like reality does not factor into U.S. reality TV. They're not interested in reality. They're interested in fiction. It's you know, it's fiction. It's unscripted fiction. And honestly, not even always unscripted. Wish Ned Flanders opened a left-handed store. Roman numerals make everything fancy to me. I had about an 800,000, 800K flat right around the corner from them. Good for her, I guess. Leave my reality TV alone. I'm just saying, US reality TV is unscripted fiction that sometimes still has fiction, or still has that sometimes still has scripts. 800K is not very. Really? The prime drink? No. 11 videos made me sad. Yeah. Do I like my red, rare, or medium rare? I mean, 800K is not cheap. Even in London, that's not a cheap place. Like if it's in London, then okay, it's not exactly. If it's London, then okay, 800K isn't exactly the most expensive you can find, but still not cheap. I'm worth $2. Same. Yeah, 800,000 pounds is a pretty decent. I found a five yesterday. Woo! Jen is in the money. Uh, prime drink. I have not tried the prime drink Eggy Head. I don't know what the prime drink is. My house is worth that only because I live in California. Starbucks. I mean, I liked the pink drink from Starbucks. You should come live more often. Yeah, sorry, Eggy Head. I try. But I work. Yeah. I work. I gotta do my job. I gotta do my paying job. This is just these lives are just an extra $100 a month. I mean, really, at this point, it's an extra $100 or so a month that I make from YouTube. 800,000. Yeah. How many goats a day? Yeah, I think my next pay for YouTube is gonna be like I think my upcoming YouTube pay for this month looks like it's gonna be like 476, but 300 of that, like 300 of that came from Vanna. Or not Vanna, from MG. Like my actual YouTube pay this month is like 176. And then 300 from MG. Still an interview for my annual income offer name alone yet. Must have made from YouTube. I think there was a month I made $1,600 in one month. Was there a month where I made like 1,200, where I made over 2,000, close to 2,000? I feel like there was a month where I made almost 2,000. Like I made like 1,800, I think, in one month, maybe. But that was a particularly like that was a unique situation. That's not one that that's not something that's going to happen again. No name. It was shortly after Chantel first went to Kuwait. It would have been like December, maybe. It was shortly after Chantal went to Kuwait, so it was like, you know, I was on my own. People sort of tuning in to see how I would handle being on my own, and started trying to do cooking videos. So I got attention from that, and oh, actually, yeah. So my November paycheck from YouTube was actually 2,300. So yeah, I did make $2,300 in November, back in November, and then $2,000 in December. Um, like I said, that was particularly interesting circumstances because like those were the 2 months, first 2 months where Chantel was gone, where I was living on my own when I was trying to learn cooking videos. Um, yeah, I just started live streaming every day. There was people tuning in just to see what would happen to me. So that's what it was. It was people tuning in to see what was going to happen to me. Hey, Beans. Never make up drama too authentic. Indeed. I don't care enough. Where is she? Banging your mom. She's with your mom, Jenna. She's on a honeymoon with your mom. My rates were epic. Should do them as parodies. Microwave shorts. Oh, my rages were epic. Eh. And with that, I think it's Side chick. I don't even have a main chick. I got no chicks. Yeah, I think it's time to end the stream for tonight. I'll probably be back tomorrow. It'll be my Friday. One more day. Leave too soon. I know, but like I said, I mean, I worked 8.5 hours, so I'm tired. So, thanks for coming, and see you tomorrow. Drink what I recommend. The pink drink, whatever that is, the strawberry coconut, whatever it is. Time tomorrow. I don't know, around 2:30 ish. Around 2:30 a.m. Eastern time. Nah, if I take a nap, it throws off my whole sleep schedule. So. All right, so yeah, thanks for coming, and good night.